Pushing the pylon, week 15 of Sunday football is here, and we are getting closer and closer to the playoffs. We have to make sure, like I say the past couple weeks, to appreciate these 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games while they're here now, because pretty soon we're only going to have one game at one slate, one game at the other slate, and we're going to be wishing we had some of the games we have today. So let's get into those games. First game, we have the Baltimore Ravens traveling to New Jersey to play the New York Giants. Ravens are minus 16.5, and this is one of the biggest lines we've seen this season. For good reason, too. The Giants have lost 8 in a row. The Ravens are looking to get hot and turn up and lock in for the playoffs. And the public money is very split on this one. 51-49 in favor of the Ravens. Public's all over the place. They don't know what they like here. That number is so big, some people just have to take the Giants. But I'm not one of them. I'm going Ravens minus 16.5 here. I think they blow out the Giants. I don't think Tommy DeVito hangs in there with Lamar Jackson. Simply put, give me the Ravens minus 16.5. For the next game, we have the New York Jets traveling to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. Jets are minus 3.5. Do I need to say more? Give me the Jaguars plus 3.5 here. I think this is the type of game they win. Everyone's going to see Aaron Rodgers and Mac Jones and jump on Aaron Rodgers. And I don't blame him. Mac Jones, like I've said, worst quarterback in the world, worst quarterback to ever do it, but they find a way to win here. And that's not to say Davante Adams doesn't have a big game. I think Davante Adams has a huge game, but the Jaguars somehow win and give me a Tank Bigsby touchdown on top of it. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys traveling to Carolina to play the Panthers. The Panthers are minus 2.5. And this is for the first time in 34 games the Panthers are favorites. That's almost 2 years worth of games. The Panthers are finally favorites, and of course it's against the Dallas Cowboys for the memes, for the jokes, but no jokes here. Give me the Cowboys plus 2.5. I think they win this game outright. I think a lot of people are going to see this game and think, oh, Panthers, Cowboys suck, ride the hot hand with the Panthers. They play the Chiefs close. They play all these good teams close. Give me the Cowboys plus 2.5. And I am saying that knowing that the public money is on the Cowboys. Sometimes the public wins. I think this is one of those times. Give me the Cowboys plus 2.5. For the next game, we have the Washington Commanders traveling to Louisiana to play the New Orleans Saints. Commanders are minus 7.5. The Saints are starting Jake Haener. And I know you're asking, who? Good question. There you go. Spencer Rattler, I wish was in this game. I feel a lot better about the Saints' chances. But for now, go ahead and give me the Commanders minus 7.5. Marshawn Lattimore back against his former team here. It's written in the stars. It's written in the script. I think Lattimore has a good game today. Either he locks down the coverage he's doing, the assignment he has, or he outright gets an interception for the stat sheet. Give me the Commanders minus 7.5. Give me Terry McLaurin to have a big game and or score a touchdown. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Tennessee to play the Titans. Bengals are minus 6 here. The public is all over the Bengals here, and I can see why. Last week, they struggled against the Cowboys a little bit, but they managed to cover the spread. This week, against a much worse team and on the road, they think the Bengals are going to lock in and cover that minus 6, and I agree with them. I think the Bengals win this by over a touchdown. Feels a little trappy. Feels like the Bengals should be minus 8, minus 7.5, something over that touchdown margin. But I'm going to go with the Bengals here. I'm jumping headfirst into the trap. This is our headfirst trap play of the week. Give me the Bengals here. And, of course, like an absolute square, give me Jamar Chase to have a huge game today. Speaking of trap games, next we have the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Ohio to play the Cleveland Browns. Chiefs are minus 4.5 here, and I know what you're saying. They never cover. They never cover. They always win, never cover. The black magic covers victories, but not spreads. I hear you. Let me consider that for a moment. Give me the Chiefs minus 4.5 anyway. I think they blow out the Browns here. I really like this game. David Njoku's out for the Browns. That's one big target missing from their offense. Chiefs turn up. Chiefs show, oh yeah, this is the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the week they do it. Give me the Chiefs by over 4.5 easily. And side note, go ahead and give me Kareem Hunt, big game against his former team. I know all the attention's on Pacheco. I think Kareem Hunt turns up here and has a very good game. Finally, possibly the best game of the 1 o'clock slate, we have the Miami Dolphins traveling to Texas to play the Houston Texans. Texans are minus 2.5 here, and the public money is on the Dolphins. 62% are on the Miami Dolphins here. I'm going against that. I love the Texans minus 2.5 here. I think Nico Collins has a huge game today. Dolphins have won 4 out of their last 5. They are due for a loss, but they need to keep winning to get in that playoff race. They're in the hunt right now. They're rooting against the Colts, the Chargers, the Broncos, teams like that. So, and today's going to be tough because, spoiler alert, the Broncos play the Colts. So someone probably has to win that game. I'm going Texans here to cancel out any of the concern and anxiety for the Dolphins. I think Dolphins lose outright. Texans cover 2.5. Make sure you're following Pushing the Pylon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're going to have the 4 o'clock games up later. We're going to have the Sunday night football game up later. And I love that game. The Mike Holmgren Bowl, we'll call it. It's Packers Seahawks. I love it. We have the picks here at Pushing the Pylon.